regularly feel physically full after a meal, but can always find room for some dessert? Well, you're not alone. Recent research into something known as dessert stomach offers powerful insights into binge and emotional eating. The study found that specific dopamine neurons in the brain become activated by highly palatable foods. So these are things like your cakes and your biscuits, your cookies, that kind of thing, even when the stomach is already full. Now, these neurons override your satiety signals, creating a second stomach in the brain that drives you to keep eating even after you feel full, really for pleasure rather than hunger. So why do we crave dessert after a meal? So we have to think about reward versus fullness. Fullness signals like leptin and GLP-1 tell your body that you've had enough to eat. But the dessert neurons respond to taste, novelty, and reward independently of your actual energy needs. Your brain also anticipates the pleasure of eating a dessert. So just seeing, smelling, or even thinking about certain foods can trigger a craving. And then over time, we have these learned associations where the brain learns that the dessert is rewarding, and which makes cravings more automatic. But the good news is that fun foods can actually help. Other research shows that including small sort of fun foods within a meal or as a dessert can actually reduce cravings and binge urges. This might seem counterintuitive, right? If your brain drives you towards these specific foods even after meals, why would having them actually reduce the cravings? Well, the answer is partly due to predictability and mindful inclusion. If foods are restricted or labelled forbidden, the brain will interpret them as high-stake rewards, increasing the dessert stomach effect. Now, when these foods are planned and included, the brain doesn't feel deprived and cravings will become easier to manage. So here are 5 practical tips to help you work with your dessert stomach. Number 1, be intentional about including forbidden foods into your diet. Include a small dessert or favourite fun food at the end of your meal. Now, research on participants indicated that intentionally including these forbidden foods as a dessert reduced overall cravings and consumption of these foods. Number 2, check in with your body. Ask yourself, am I physically hungry or am I responding to the reward of this food? Try and pause and just notice your internal cues. Now, this can take time and practice, but my appetite tool can help, and it's free to download as part of my Breaking the Cycle starter kit. So have a look around this video and you can get the download for this. Number 3, practice mindful eating. Slow down, savour each bite, and notice taste, texture, and satisfaction. Mindful eating helps the brain to be satisfied with less. Number 4, create structured meals. Meals with protein, fibre, and healthy fats reduce the brain's drive to seek extra reward. And number 5, support your nervous system. Stress, fatigue, and challenging emotions can increase cravings because your brain might be seeking some kind of comfort or reward or a way to numb those difficult emotions. So grounding exercises, gentle movement, and deep breathing can help to regulate your brain's reward response. This information about dessert stomach can really help because understanding your dessert stomach and learning how to include forbidden foods mindfully can reduce cravings and can improve self-trust and help you regain control over your eating. But for a complete step-by-step, science-based approach to overcoming binge eating and emotional eating, including strategies for cravings, structured eating, and emotional regulation, do check out my book, The Binge Freedom Method. It guides you to a place of balanced eating and a happy relationship with food, working with your brain instead of against it. Until next time.